The Denver Broncos in 2025 might have been a Bo Nix injury away from winning the Super Bowl as is. Of course, we know how that ended. They barely lost to the Patriots with Stidham. And, of course, this year they're like, hey, you know what? I liked what we did, but I could use some more options. And they have traded for Jaylen Waddle. They have sent a first, a third, and a fourth to the Miami Dolphins for Jaylen Waddle and a fourth-round pick. At first, I was thinking, oh, no, Denver just fleeced them, didn't they? Probably a second round and maybe a fourth-round pick. No, I think that, Miami, who is in a clear rebuild situation, got good value. Waddle is a guy that's been pretty damn consistent, but has obviously had his fair share of injury issues. For the most part, though, he's out there, he's healthy, and he's, consistent. Like I said, he is a clear-cut, very good wide receiver 2. He's in the top 5 of wide receiver 2s in the NFL. And obviously adds something to this team that they haven't really had, which is speed. I mean, really, 97 speed. There's no one on this team that is relatively close. What is a RJ Harvey's speed? It can't be that high. 92. So yeah, 92 is about the highest you're going to get besides Waddle. I think Mims is also 92. So 97 speed, a massive burner over the top, which definitely opens things up for Sutton, who's obviously that possession guy, the wide radius guy that, maybe there's not two guys hanging around him every time now, because you can't just trust Waddle one-on-one down the sideline. So really love this move for Denver. I know it's a pretty big trade away, but if you feel like you liked your roster last year, you love it this year. The concern is injury, right? I think every NFL team has injury, but this team, they're really struggling at running back. Dobbins, very good. Harvey, not bad, especially as a receiver. The problem is Dobbins misses about 50% of the season every year. So you pretty much know he's not going to be out there all year long. And with that, you kind of need someone a little more dependable. So when you go into this draft coming up with your limited picks, you're looking still at running back. You're definitely looking at tight end. And I would say you're absolutely looking at linebacker. Of course, the rest of this offense, again, Bo Nix is solid. O-line, they were the masters of the trenches, both sides of the ball last year. Top 5 in both regards. Do concern ourselves in Madden, though, as Bowles is potentially going to retire on us. He's 33, I believe, 34, actually. And then McGlinchey's not that young either. The big thing is he's only an 80 overall anyways. So at 31 years old, sure, you can play a couple more seasons, but he's not the best overall anyway. So in real life, very good offensive line. In game, new center, new left guard, probably a new right tackle, potentially new left tackle. So it's really just Quinn Miners long-term that I think we're going to have. Again, tight end, we definitely need a new one. Maybe even the biggest need. It's just not every team needs to throw to the tight end, right? Not every team covets that elite tight end. Sure, they would all love to have one, but not every single team needs one. And then, of course, looking at the defensive side of the ball, this, again, we're one of the best defenses in the league. I mean, just absolutely insane. The pressure rate's crazy, especially for Zach Allen. Benito has become one of the household names at edge. Jonathan Cooper is a guy that nobody really talks about. He's not elite, but he gets the job done on the other side. Sure, at some point in this rebuild, we're probably going to look to replace him since he's 28 years old, but he's not bad. 85 power move, I can obviously work with that. Might even be the guy we focus in our training camp stuff. Corners, you're 2 and 3, which it should really be Moss and Barron, but I'm going to develop Barron as Riley Moss is a little bit older than him. I think we can definitely develop Barron, whereas Moss is kind of locked in here. It's not a bad 2 and 3 situation, especially with how good your corner 1 is. I mean, is he the best cornerback in the league? Him and Stingley. I don't think you mind calling 1A, 1B. It doesn't really matter. They're both really, really good. And then, of course, safeties, solid safeties as well. I mean, this team, the big thing for them is when they have gone out and spent money in free agency, they've hit pretty much every time, and that's been the big part for them. Once again, the big concern would be linebacker. Linebacker, wouldn't hate DT. DJ Jones is good, but again, another guy that isn't going to be out there every single play, every single game, or every single season, have a healthy season. But really just linebacker, tight end, running back is where I'd be looking. So having the lesser picks isn't the end-all, be-all, especially when you add such a dynamic, speedy weapon like Waddle. This Denver Broncos team could have won it all last year. Let's see if they can do it this year. If you guys end up enjoying this video, maybe leave a like, subscribe for new, hit the bell notification all so you know when the next upload is up. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel PK plays and non-Madden content. And let me know what team you like to see rebuilt next. Think we're doing Steelers on Thursday. Let's hop on into this one. Probably going straight to the draft. Oh, also, if you're a Broncos fan, what do you want to see them get? What is like, hey, we got Waddle. I don't need anything anymore. I'm fine with everybody. What were the biggest concerns last year? What are the biggest things you want to see fixed this upcoming season, in this offseason, this draft, if you will? All right, we're in the second round of the draft. There's some options here. Running back, Jadarian Price is interesting, but I'd like someone a little bit faster personally. So Singleton, if he's there next round, which he probably won't be, we're limited, right? We're limited after the trade, but it doesn't mean we can't get a linebacker. We've done this move a million times, but Harold Perkins, just a pure athlete. I mean, I'd say Denver wants someone a little bit bigger, but that's fine. He's fast. He's hidden. It's all that matters. And damn it, Singleton is there still. Do we grab him and start him? I mean, J.K. Dobbins. I mean, J.K.'s got to be like 28 by now. 27. 27, 83 overall. It's just like, how do I start Singleton when I have two guys that are better behind him? Like, do I just start R.J. Harvey as my long-term? I guess. I wouldn't hate Singleton as well, though, but we could also use a tight end like Marlon Klein, I suppose. He's not really exactly what I'm looking for, but I'm kind of desperate. Like, who do I actually take a tight end? I need a receiver, and there's none. Ooh, center. Okay, we're trading up to the Raiders. It's 4th round. I do not care about interdivisional trades at all. I'll trade all the way up to number 1. As long as it's not a clear-cut quarterback trade, I don't think interdivisional, like, bias even exists anymore. Like, sure, you're probably going to want more of a value, but it's not going to be like, well, I'm not trading with those guys. Those guys are our rivals. But Brailsford at the center, this is actually a pretty big upgrade for us, assuming he's hidden dev, which, oh. Okay, he is. I was about to say he is, but yikes, that was almost bad. And I don't care about contracts or whatnot. It's my ship to sail. I am trading up with the Jets, as I will be taking, I think, a defensive tackle here. Bowery wouldn't be terrible for future-proofing the tackle position, but I think we're going to move Wattenberg to left guard. I know he's not the biggest dude, at least weight-wise, for that position, but I have no choice. I need a guard, and there's no other guard options unless I go Bowery. I think with this one, though, I'm going to take Durant. I think I have no choice. We've taken him a few times, and he really doesn't develop usually. We're just hoping this is one of the times that he does. And Operation Steal is in effect. Oscar Delp. 249 true talent. Is he still hidden? He's not. We've been scammed. I can't believe he did this to me. I can't believe SGR has done this to me. He's actually still all right, to be fair. 67 overall. Might have no choice but to start him. I mean, he's, again, not exactly the type of guy I'm looking for at tight end 1, but we're desperate, all right? We didn't have a lot of draft picks here. Harold Perkins is a starting linebacker already. Brailsford's a starting center. We're stuck, all right? We're stuck. Again, a lower overall players for a user-created class, which is a pretty standard practice these days. I'm more in line with, like, following the EA trend, but if you compare them or, like, put them together with a different set of rosters, maybe that makes a lot of sense, actually. But yeah, for us, I would prefer... Why is he superstar dev, dude? I downgraded his dev because he got QB of the year. Well, how? How is this even possible? Now, taken in real life, there's a very good chance Troy Franklin is the wide receiver 2, and then Waddle moves to the slot. But in this rebuild, I don't need that. I'm going to be putting up Waddle at wide receiver 2, have the top 2 guys be the top 2 guys. So in real life, Franklin's a guy that you believe in, and he's still got years on his contract. But in game, it makes sense to trade him. So 3rd and 4th. Don't get too mad at me. I mean, I just don't need another wide receiver here. Like, I could arguably trade off Mims as well and just put Brian at the 3 spot, but overall, I don't, as much as I hate to trade Franklin, because there's a lot of potential there, I just don't need him in this rebuild. Here is the roster for season number 1. I don't know if we've done good by this team. Our offensive line kind of takes a hit. Our running back position's a little bit lower with Dobbins as the backup. Tight end's obviously massively lower. We're just trying to hopefully develop some new names because this team needs it, and obviously we didn't have that many high draft picks. And then looking at the defensive side of the ball, yeah, I mean, nothing's really changed. You got Durant as the starter now, so another drop-off in overall. I hope we didn't cook this team, but again, also, dude, these dev-ups, like, stop. But yeah, hopefully we've done enough. And the team's in the negatives. Brandon Jones, I would love to keep. Again, though, thankfully, we don't have anyone that we would be devastated to lose. Bo Nix is next season. That's next season that we'd be devastated to lose. There's got to be some names, though, that we can get rid of. But Mims looks like he's probably going to be a free agent. That contract is so favorable for us, but we just can't afford either of them. Jones would be a big one, too. I mean, the money's not bad there. I mean, unless we can restructure right now, which we'll try, but I don't know if we're going to be able to make these moves. I can't believe we're actually in Week 18 having to play this game because we were the front runners for the first seed We were 8-2, and now we're sitting in week 18 with a 9-7 record, absolutely choking on the year. Of course, injury's not a factor, so it's not like we can blame that. Team's just choking. We got to somehow pull this together and win it, as the Jaguars at 8-8 are probably fighting for a playoff spot themselves. This could be a first season playoff miss after one hell of a start to the year. Not doing so well in the division itself either, but here we are, 0-0, 7-0. The playbook's been pretty good for the team too. It's just, I don't know, we're losing games. It is what it is. 21-3, looking pretty strong here at halftime. Almost put it away right there. 21-10, 28-10, that could be it. And I think with that stop, it will be 31-20. 34-20, Jaguars make it interesting, but they will not be able to win. And with that, we actually win the division and might even be the only team from the division in the playoffs. We'll have to see, but Bo Nix absolutely crushed it when we needed him most. Receivers Waddle and Sutton were unbelievable together, and I will say they've had a very good season. Benito, Durant with 2 sacks. This is a perfect clutch game. I mean, this is how playoff winners win. You know, you win these must-win games. This was basically a playoff game for us. It was wild card 1A, about to play wild card 1B in a moment. But here we are, locking in that division at 10-7. Thankfully, again, the division was pretty weak this year. Titans going against them in the wild card round. And yeah, like we said, only team from this division to be in the playoffs. There's a good chance to win it all. I mean, you do have Baltimore and Cincinnati. You have Buffalo, obviously, but no Patriots. No Chiefs, no Chargers, no Jaguars. I know you have the Titans and Texans, but I'd rather play the Titans than the Jaguars. I'd rather even play the freaking Texans in-game than the Jaguars, to be honest with you. But let's take a look at the season stats and, of course, the schedule itself. Again, 8-2 start, and then just 4 straight losses. You win one, you lose one, and then you win one. Just, you can't lose those games. You can't miss the playoffs losing after having a great year like that. Of course, Bo Nix, unbelievable. 38 touchdowns, 6 picks, 4,200 yards. With the schemes that the game provides us, RJ Harvey, really good year as well for a low overall 80. Don't know what he is now, though. Let's see. 85, that's pretty fair, I think. Almost 86. I mean, it's a pretty good year. Looking at receivers, Waddle, 15 touchdowns, 1,300 yards. If we're lucky, Sutton could also get a dev up. I'm just hoping at least Waddle gets one, but Sutton with the yards could get a dev up. Mims was solid. Delp was actually better than I expected. Blocking, it's Madden. That's all I can really say every time we look at blocking is it's Madden. Pass rush, Cooper, higher sack total than Benito. Of course, pressures would be something I would love to see in real life if they had him here. Allen, great. And then Durant, 9.5 sacks. Please be Defensive Rookie of the Year. If not, Perkins. Just give us one of them. Will Lutz. He might be missing an L in his name, but he's not missing field goals. Let me tell you that much. That's pretty good, huh? That's not bad. That's not bad. Not really many kick return, punt returns either, which tells you the defense was pretty legit. I'd have to say they're probably in the top 5 for scoring allowed, right? So 11th and 12th for offensive and defensive yardage. Scoring 7th, very good in the top 10. And then defense got to be top 5. Has to be. 11th, really. I mean, still a good year. Josh Allen wins MVP. Again, we say it all the time now. As long as it's not Burrow. I'm getting sick of seeing Burrow. Can't believe that season was 8th for Bo Nix. That's ridiculous. As far as award wins go, though, Offensive Rookie of the Year, did we have someone starting? Delp? Defensive? Perkins. Okay, I would have loved Durant, obviously. But as long as it's one of our guys, and it was, that's the main thing. And no other award wins besides Will Lutz, which, fair enough, I suppose. Here we are, though, taking on the Tennessee Titans. I need to change the lineup real quick, though, because last second I put Sutton in because I'm trying to get both of them dev up. Sutton needs it more than Waddle, to be honest, but Waddle's also the focus of this rebuild, if you will. 3 overalls higher than them. Let's see. Year 1? Could we do it in year 1? Empower Field in Denver, Colorado. Waddle's going to get more deep shots than he's ever had before, which sounds sus, but I promise it's not. The lighter air, the ball is going to travel to the moon. What is it anyways? Like 20% less oxygen, is it? Or more oxygen? Something is 20%. And that's why Peyton Manning came there. Which, that's disgusting. At least clean up after yourself. 3-0, Titans making some plays while I'm making some sus. 10-0, 10-7, okay. Damn, Titans are giving us a run here. Hold on, Tennessee. The offense is just horrible. Defense is trying, but, I mean, what can you do as an offense or a defense when your offense is doing this? Which is absolutely nothing. Ooh, it is dark out all of a sudden here. Huge touchdown. 3rd and 2, 4th and 2. Defense is giving him a chance. 3rd and 16. Alrighty, let's see what we can do here. Delp looks big, but that's because he is a tight end, of course. Sutton, I don't know if he's going to win that one-on-one. They've got this pretty well covered, I think. Inside Mims, we would have had him. 3rd and inches, giving up the first down. I mean, at some point, yeah, the defense is going to struggle. Even now, the offense still has a chance, and they still can do nothing. Tennessee defense is legit, apparently. Let's go with Waddle on a corner, maybe. Cut upfield, Delp! He didn't get it. There's no way, dude. He was literally just like, get your big ass over the line. I mean, it could not be any closer to being there than where it was. I can't believe that. Reached out and everything, because I accidentally reach out all the time when I'm trying to truck. Oh, man. He just didn't do it, and we're going to lose 31-14 against the Titans. That's crazy. 31-21 in the end, but the Titans? Brother, who? Who do they even have to throw to? They did get Jeremiah Love, which is interesting. Yeah, these are the wide receivers we lost to. Fantastic. They did get Stowers, to be fair. Hey, that's unfortunate. Moss with a pick. Will Lutz. I'm going to punch this guy right in the nose. He missed 0 kicks in the regular season. He's at home, and then he misses 2. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. You know, you can't win them all, but it would be nice to not lose to the Titans of all teams. I mean, there is a 0% chance they're in the Super Bowl. Literally 0%. It's the Bills and Eagles. Hopefully we don't have any retirements. I mean, we're going to lose bowls, so maybe actually that'll help us out because we can probably keep Mims and Jones then as the Eagles cook up on the Bills. Got $33 million, which means nothing because Bowles is still here. Okay, Delp does not go in dev, which means we need a tight end still. Waddle does go up, thankfully. Sutton doesn't regress too hard, though. That's the big shocker here to me. I mean, the guy doesn't regress at all. What the hell? He's 31. Hold on a minute. Let him cook. Let him relax. Let him cook a little bit. Defensively, anybody going on here? Dev up for Perkins, obviously. And nobody else. Would have loved to see Cooper get a dev up, but he didn't get one. He's 85 overall. Where's the regression? Like, we really didn't lose any overalls for, like, anybody. Not that we had many to lose, but, I mean, Singleton, obviously a few, but he's like true dinosaur status. What about Zach Allen? He's superstar, so he shouldn't. Okay. You know what? The window's a little larger than I thought. Maybe we can fit in. Take a look at if we had any retirements, though. Flacco. Oh, I didn't even notice McGlinchey. Evan Ingram and McGlinchey. I mean, it's better than the opposite of that, which would have been to lose Bowles. This is a tough one. I don't know if I feel comfortable doing these contracts anymore, so 1-year deals it is. Okay. How much is Jones wanting on a tag? 21. Damn, son. Don't know about that one. Wide receiver, we have Pat Bryant, so I'd do a 2-year. I'm not even sure if we could afford that, to be honest, but it is done. It has been done. Sorry, Riley Moss. We really could use you, but I can't afford it. Let's go to free agency, where, again, we will go and spend 0 monies. Ooh, a lot of money, though. Okay, so this is what happens when the game... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He could do that? That's legal? Garrett Bowles decided, nah, actually, McGlinchey's gone. No, I'm not going to be the only tackle on this team. There is no... I've never seen that. Is that new? Oh, my God. Okay, we're cooked now. I thought we were fine. I was like, hey, we lose a tackle, but it's not the wrong one. We keep the high overall tackle. Well... Actually, you don't. Actually, go F yourself. Okay, I guess I will. Titus Howard, who I think actually signed a contract long-term, so I can't do that either. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that wild card game against the Titans, because that's the only playoff game we're going to have. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'm just trolling. Nobody wants Hunter Henry. I'll take him on a 1-year deal. Apparently, we're rich. Apparently, with all our tackles going away, we have all the money we could ever ask for. No way we got Hunter Henry, but I can't do it 2 years, so best of luck. Oh, he took it? Okay, I am being surprised at every level here so far. So far, it's been bad surprises, but that was one of the positive ones. We're broke, so we go with Antonio Johnson to be our free safety. All right, with the draft, pick 23. I really want a tight end. The problem is I really need a tackle, unfortunately. Green is obviously a very large individual with great athleticism, so that would be the tight end choice. But again, I really think we need a tackle, so we're probably just going to slow sim until it's time to go and trade up for a tackle. Got to be honest. Like, even if we got one of these tackles, we still need another one. So to land a 0 of them would be a huge L. As you can see, a good couple of quarterbacks coming off the board early. Vikings with Jaden Jackson, DT. Keep on flying, DTs. I want the tackles to stick around. We've got 3 of them, so in theory, we can just wait it out until one of those is gone. Seaton, oh no. Oh no. I mean, again, we have 3, so as soon as one goes... No! We have to trade up to 15. Look one more time. We probably should have had to give up more than this, but DJ Jones, J.K. Dobbins, a first and a fourth for 15. I'm going to allow it. Oh, Brown is there too, but again, we're desperate for the tackle position, so... Goosby's the new left tackle. I really wish one of those guys didn't retire on us. Drew Talon 8, Hindev, super athlete. It's tough, but it's the way it goes. Wait, Green is still there? Oh, man. The problem with taking Green, though, is that A, I still need a tackle, but B, more importantly, we have Hunter Henry. We also have Ahmad Hardy here, who's top 5 true talent. I mean, I like Harvey, so I'm not worried about it. Let's go up and get that tight end. Screw it. Hunter Henry will be a very good backup for us. And there it is. 2nd, 3rd, 5th this year, and a 5th 2 years from now to move all the way up to pick 1 in the 2nd round. Higher than I wanted to go, and Pierre's another great option. It's just I need the tight end. Tradez Green is super fun because he's tall as hell and fast as hell. 35 true talent, automatic starter. Look at him. Just look at him. We are broke on picks from there on out, so we move on to 23 in the 3rd round, which has Caden Green. I mean, this isn't a player I would love to put at tackle, but he's 6'5", 323. I honestly have no choice. He's our new right tackle, I think. He's a lower overall, obviously, but hidden development trait. Desperate, have no choice, in my opinion. My humble opinion. And I'm trying to go all out, so Harbor is going to be the man here in the 4th round. Insanely fast, tall. I mean, that's what the team's going for now. Waddle has sparked a revolution on the team. Speed. Like, really, like, I mean, all the players we drafted are speedy, right? Like, our tight end, speedy. Tackle, speedy. Obviously, the wide receiver we just drafted, speedy. At this point, we could use a cornerback. I need a DT more. I had the DT scouted. Day 3 is good. I didn't actually scout Brownlow Dindy. But, yeah, he doesn't look great. He doesn't look great. I don't really like Jordan Hall, though. That overall is so low. But I don't think I have a choice. I need the DT. He's not going to be great, but whatever. More bodies. We're going to take Bo Sparks with our final pick. 99 true talent. A little bit of speed there. Just to, again, fill out a position that's getting a little thin these days. You know, we're going to lose Bryant soon, which, hey, maybe we lose him right now. Eagles want him. We'll see. We'll see. We can maybe make a trade. 3rd round pick, perhaps. But yeah, Gooseby, very good draft pick. 78 overall. Insane pass block finesse. Have to take a look at that dev, but obviously worth the trade up for sure. Star development trait still worth the trade up for sure. Very high overall for alignment in a user created class. Then we have the tight end, 74 overall. Also, I believe star development trait, but definitely a weapon in the receiving game. Then the big question mark, Caden Green. What is he like at tackle? Of course, good pure pass block. I worry about his overall at tackle, but again, do we have a choice? I don't think so. Probably a 67 overall, maybe 66. He is 67 as you kind of expected. Here is Harbor, who's a 71 overall. A lot of potential with all that speed. Still going to be our number 4, as our top 3 guys are pretty solid. And then Hall, not bad actually. Not bad at all, but even though Durant didn't go up in dev, he's still going to be our guy going forward and hopefully develops. We trade Pat Bryant to the Eagles for a 3rd this and a 5th next year. All right, here we are for season number 2. The team is younger. I don't know if it's better, but it's definitely younger. Offensive line, we get 2 new tackles, pretty much forced to do it. If we only made it at 10-7 last season, I got to say, there's a good chance that we missed the playoffs entirely this year. Looking at defense, edge, 86 overall. But, you know, edge is good. DTs, I would love Durant to have gotten a dev up. I can't believe this is what 9.5 sacks gets you. Like, barely an upgrade at all. He went up like a few points. I thought he'd been like a 78 overall star. But nope, he's 73 overall normal. Might be looking at DT again. And then even free safety, we lose some talent there as well. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm not 100% sure if this is going to be a playoff team or not. $64 million, and Bo Nix wants, like, all of it. He wants, how much does he want? Like a ton? Historic championships, warm weather. I mean, I'm not sure how I facilitate some of these, but sure, I guess. So we're definitely losing Hufanga, it seems. And thankfully, that's it. I mean, Hunter Henry, but we didn't even end up starting him. Singleton as well, but he's pretty much going to regress into nothing. Tough, but we got to pay Bo. If we at least get Bo, I think anything is possible. Maybe we can get Hufanga as well if we can save a little bit of money. All right, snowy game, Week 18, yet again, trying to get into the playoffs. We cannot win the division this time. This does belong to the Chiefs, but we can get into the wild card round. I'm pretty sure with a win. I think we are tied with another team, but we're the 8th seed. So I guess it's not guaranteed, but because it's a divisional game, you would assume maybe that's the tiebreaker perhaps. But of course, if we lose, we're 100% out. No chance to make it at all. Let's hope for the best here, as we are going to be taking on the Chiefs for a chance at the postseason again. This one wasn't a choke of the season. This was literally just well, we've lost so many players kind of situation. No. 7-3, not bad. Defense is doing its best. It's just offense, again, not scoring, which is understandable because of the weather and both teams are struggling to score. But right now, we could hold on. 21-13. Field goal might do it, and it will. 31-13 is the final. We sneak into the playoffs again. Bo Nix obviously vastly outplaying Mahomes. Kenneth Walker playing pretty well. Harvey playing decently as well. Kelsey was killer. I can't believe Kelsey's still here. Tradez Green, you know, I had to change everyone's age that retires to like 25 and then change it back to a high age for last season. So this season, I'm surprised that these guys are still here. Perkins, though, what a game from him. We have him as like a third string edge, so like he just flying all over the place. This guy deserves like $35 million per year, maybe more. Just all the different positions he plays. Please tell me we're in the playoffs. We are. What seed do we get? We got the 6th seed. Buffalo at the 7th. Cleveland at the 8th. It says they're in the playoffs, but they're not. Suck it, bozos. But let's take a look at the schedule. I mean, pretty good start. We're like 5-2, 6-2. Was it 5-2? 5 straight losses. Win 1, lose 1, and then win 3 in a row, which is super clutch. Let's take a look at the stats and awards. Bo Nix, almost identical to last year. I mean, like, within 50 yards of the last season, pretty much. Exactly 50 yards. No, 40. 50. It is 50, right? No, 40. Dude, I'm not even going to pretend to care right now. Rushing, Harvey, even better than last year. Touchdowns are a little low, but yards and yards per carry are great. Mims actually playing the slot, and, you know, this is what happens. You know, you're like, hey, let's play people where they want to play. Sutton, maybe a dev up, I'm hoping. Green, how many touchdowns? 6. I don't think that's going to be good enough for Rookie of the Year. Gooseby gives up 15 sacks. Of course he does. EA loves it. Pass rush, Benito was amazing. Allen was solid. Perkins, 8.5. Durant was great again. And then Cooper, a huge disappointment. Picks, pretty low. Kicking, way worse than last year. Punting, not bad. Mims also with a punt return touchdown. But yeah, I can't believe that. Genuinely can't believe that, you know, he misses a field goal in the playoffs and he's just ruined now. Bo Nix, 5th for MVP. Any awards for us? Offensive, number 3. Defensive, not even on the list. QB, 4. Running back, not on the list. Really, the touchdowns mean that much, huh? Wide receivers, no. Actually, no. 5 for Mims. Yeah, not a whole lot of award success, but we're in the playoffs. That's all you can really ask for. Taking on our division rivals. We have a higher overall. We're on the road, but I like our odds. Weather a little bit better for this one than that Week 18 game. Again, taking on a division rival, never going to be easy, especially in hostile territory. But weirdly enough, we've been the underdogs in this rebuild so far, so maybe this is exactly where we need to be. Instead of people expecting us to win, we're going to stay as those underdogs. End of the game, though, I just want a playoff win, you know? I at least want one win one of these seasons, right? 14-3, good start to having that happen. And that start is kind of gone. We're only up by 4, back up by 11. Touchdown could win it here. And I think that's going to be it. Maybe not. Field goal. All you do is kick a field goal, you win the game. They hit it, 29-18. And we're moving on to the divisional round by beating our division rival. 29-21, not bad. Not bad at all. Take a look at the players' stats. 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. Outplayed Herbert. Hampton, 38 yards. Touchdown. Harvey, 49 yards, but only 3 yards per carry. Yards per carry run game was just terrible for both sides. Pass rush, 1 for a bunch of different players. 0 picks. Clean kicking, thankfully. I mean, if we would have had clean kicking last year, maybe we would have won the Super Bowl year 1. Who knows? But pretty strong win against a pretty good opponent in the Chargers. Divisional round. Anyone but the Chiefs? It's the Broncos. Okay, a little bit of revenge. Bo Nix is here this time. And we're back in the snow. Gronk's in the building. Ringing the bell. Please don't. There's how many touchdowns we're going to score on them. 1, 2, 3. 21 points. Hopefully. Let's find out. I'd say 21 is probably enough to win this game. Giants are still in it. They're 14-3. Oh, no. I don't like that. End of the game. Patriots score 0. We score 7. Huge drive. Defense is playing well, but short field given up by the offense gives up a touchdown in the end. 7 at half. 14-7 big. Another drive, no score. Patriots score a touchdown. We're in scoring position, and that was a pick. It was a sack. Okay. Oh, my. Down to the 1. What are they going to do? I don't know. This is tough. How close is it? Yeah, it's like a full yard, too. I mean, who's on Harvey? If this is not the edge rusher dropping off. Oh, my God. Harvey gets it. He gets bumped. The ball's still on target, and a huge at the goal line, 4th and 1, pretty much, to get the touchdown lead instead of a field goal, which, let's find out if we really need it. At 4th and 12, and they're going to punt it. I mean, you score on this drive, 4th and 1. Dude, this is a tough one. This is another one where, like, I don't know what to do. You got a lot of defensive linemen here. Sutton, maybe. Drag. There's no way he doesn't get it. What a fight by Mims! What a guy! Imagine if Delp could have done that a year ago. Maybe we're winners. Continue the drive. And a huge touch. I didn't see who it was to. We'll find out in a sec, though, as we're headed to the championship round after a pick. 28-14. Now, that's more like it. That's probably what would have happened in real life. I'm going to be real with you. I'm sorry, Patriots fans. You guys have had enough Super Bowl wins anyways. Maybe a little humble pie wouldn't hurt you. I mean, I don't think there's many Patriots fans that would be like, oh, yeah, if Bo Nix played, clearly they would have only still scored 7 points. Who knows, obviously, to be fair. But, yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling. Mims, I think he was the one as well. 69-yard touchdown after the 4th and 1 conversion. Guys of talent, pass rush, they were better than us. I mean, we had a lot of halves, so, you know, it tells you that we were bringing a lot of blitzes, and they were getting there. They were working. To the championship round. Oh, no, not the Titans, dude. Who do they beat? Beat the Chiefs by 3. Then they beat the Ravens. Oh, my Lord, this is a tough one. What is with the Titans in this one? They're only 9-8. Why couldn't someone have knocked them out? I think it's Jeremiah Love. I will say that guy is crazy good. Please not the Titans again. Left or right, we get a field goal, but they get a touchdown. Okay, we get a touchdown back. They get nothing. Then they get a touchdown. We get a touchdown. High score in second quarter. Dude, the Titans are on crack cocaine mode. 27 points. Holy crap. All right, Green. I'm going to need some help here, buddy. Quick throw to Green. Nice. I seen that the crosser was going to get in the way, and that's why I did it. I would love to. It's not even about winning a Super Bowl in year 2. It's about not letting us lose the Titans twice in a row. That's the big thing. We should have taken Green. I don't know. I don't like that corner look. I'm trying to win it. I am trying to win it. Can't stop me. Little late. Almost picked. Holy crap, I'm garbage. Why would anyone trust me to try and win this game? It's not a good decision, let me tell you. Got to throw it late. Oh, what a play! Sutton with the stiff arm, too. Try to run. It was never going to happen. 6-7. 6-7! What a catch! Trey's Green. Almost as time expires. We've had a couple of crazy catches this year. The size actually plays out. And again, if you need to see it, if you need to see the difficulty, bing bong. Huge. Of course, that's not even, it's crazy. That's only halftime. That's not even for the win or the tie in the real game, like the full game. But as you can see, you know, we'd be down by 2 touchdowns. Did they miss the extra point? They did. No way! 4th and 1, I thought they were easily going to go for it. How are you so stupid? Oh my god, this team is... Dude, 47 points. Or 44 points anyways. That's crazy. I don't know why I forced it right to him. I don't know why I thought... Gray is so slow. I thought he was a defensive lineman, and he's just not. He's a linebacker. Tennessee Titans are just busted in sin. They scored 51 points. Wow. Against this defense, apparently. Okay. Titans-Giants. Hopefully the Titans get destroyed 50-0, and the Titans do lose. Not by much, but they do lose. Take a look at the dev-ups if we had any. Mims goes a superstar. So, I mean, I guess we're kind of paving the way for these two to be the wide receiver 1 and 2. A little bit of a different story than we're used to. Bo Nix, also a 90 overall superstar. We gave him a 2-year, or not a 2-year, 4-year 224, was it? I have to actually look. What was the contract? Let's take a look at that contract. It was a... Yeah, I think. I don't know. It's a lot of money either way. One way or the other, it's a lot of money that's going to cripple us. How high did Green go? Only an 79 overall. That's tough. 6 overalls, or 5 overalls, actually, but still. Perkins, X Factor. What a guy. What a talent. Totally worth the draft. This is probably the best he's ever been for us, too, in any of these rebuilds. Anyone else go up in dev, though? I don't believe so. Our only retirement was also a wide receiver who was a mentor, so, I mean, it's a hit, but at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. Hufanga, we actually can afford... I'll do a 2-year... Damn, 2-year 32 is a lot, but he is a high overall, so I guess worth it. 18 million left. We definitely need to get Barron back next season. And I think for this season, no one needs to be kept. Singleton regressed very hard. Gonna have to draft a new linebacker minimum. I will say, though, Green went up 10 full overalls, so maybe he's not too bad at tackle, or you can go back to guard. Wattenberg maybe gets traded. I'm not sure. But offense, I think, for the most part, is fine going forward. Definitely needed a linebacker. Durant's a 79, so we could use him. DT's still going to be on the radar. Safety's going to be on the radar. Edge is going to be on the radar. But, again, not actually that bad. I think we're fine. Grenard's a free agent. Jonathan Allen would be a great corner cut, but we can't even afford him right now anyways. We'd have to restructure, which we could do. It's just I kind of like Durant's, the way he's A, playing, and B, more importantly, the way his trajectory is going, and he's looking like he could be a starter caliber guy, like next season even. The first time in a while we actually like long-term develop someone too. Usually if they suck after a rookie year, we're like, well, time to move on. And honestly, the way the game's built, pretty rightfully so. All right, pick 29 in the draft. Tackle isn't exactly the biggest need on the team, but if we got a new tackle, we can move our current one over to left guard, and there is a top 5 here. Raekwon Bonner. I mean, he looks really good, but I'm not going to do something crazy to get him. If he's sitting around 20 and the other guy goes first, then sure, I'll go up for him. But if not, we'll pivot. I'll tell you this much. I really hope that top 5 is worth it because we trade a lot to move up like 10 spots to the Bills, which will be used on a tackle. I mean, he's top 5. I've got to believe it. He looks pretty good. Number 2, so he's not, if it's 5 on the nose, it's usually a bad sign. But if it's 2, that means he's pretty damn good of an overall. Of course, doesn't look amazing based on speed and strength, but true talent 2 is pretty damn good. Again, we need a linebacker very badly. Linebacker is a little iffy in this class, so definitely going to have to slow some in. I'm not sure if we're going to get one. And I really don't want to make this move because this guy doesn't look amazing, but I don't have a choice. He falls to us here in the second round as well. I need him. Oh, sweet. I can't even grab him. Sweet. Who the hell is that on stage? Take a 6th round 2 years from now. He's probably going to be gone. It's still like saying we have 29. I don't even know if that's true. I mean, Prince is there, so let's see. I hate this game. I hate it so much. It's so bad. Every year, it's just broken. There we go. 77 true talent, normal dev. Maybe they were just trying to save me from taking a bad player. In fairness, I've had worse. I've had worse players. We only have a 6th-round pick after this, so there's a good chance we make some trade downs because I would like all of these players. DT wouldn't be a bad selection here either. Or should we just take one of these guys right now? I don't know if I really like him enough. Martinez is pretty good, but if we get a hidden dev, I'm probably just going to start him. Bradford looks pretty good. I'm taking Gavin Bradford. If he's hidden dev, he's starting. All right, there you go. Couple of future picks to move up to the Bears to get one lineman. I just want one at least. Of course, one of the other DTs is there. Fantastic. Then I suppose I'll take Cash, who is like a true guard. Massive. Hidden dev, super strong. And then another lineman still there. Mark Sherman, 71 true talent with the dev of a hidden. Not a bad draft class. Took a little while to actually fight to get these players. Wouldn't have hated a safety either, but we got the main positions we needed. Linebacker, O-line, DT. 79 overall. Nice. Raekwon Bonner. Good power guy. I mean, he did feel like a guard, so we'll see down the line if maybe he plays guard, but for right now, I think I will keep him at tackle. And he is a superstar, so we did draft a generational. 2 first-round tackles back-to-back years, and it went well both times. Prince will be, I think, actually the Mike, and we're just going to keep Perkins at will because he's killing it there. Bradford, automatic starter at DT2, as even though he's not really a pass rusher, he is a good player, and that's all that matters to me. And here we are for season number 3. I mean, the team's holding on. We got Waddle, the training camp, which actually gave him a +3, not +2. Maybe we should have used it on Green. Offensive line, it's low 80s for most of the guys, but Bonner and Green have a lot more potential, especially with Green sitting at his actual position of left guard, and then Bonner just being a superstar. He should be the 2nd highest overall lineman, or very close to it with Gooseby after this season. Wide receivers, Sutton, I hope he sticks around another year, but if not, we have been working up Mims. I think if Sutton needs a contract, we're just going to pay Mims instead. DBs, I want a new free safety, but other than that, I mean, it's linebacker, DT, maybe for the future, edge possibly. Still going to use Durant, not Bradford. I decided not to because Durant has so much potential, I think. I mean, look at his pass rush ability. All right, a lot of money, but a lot to pay, obviously, Obviously, we're going to pay Mims. The price is good even as a number 3, let alone a guy that's probably going to have to be number 2 for us next season. Waddle needs a contract. This is not a contract I want to pay, but we have no choice but to. So a 390, damn, 3 or 93, not enough apparently. Anyone else? Barron we talked about already. Definitely to do that contract. How screwed are we? We have 40 left. Harvey needs a contract. Ooh. Miners is a cap casualty, it would appear. That's unfortunate. Oh, he's definitely a cap casualty. Cooper is going to be around one more season for us, hopefully. And the worst part is we're having a really bad start to the year. So we went from we have the Titans in the championship round to go to a Super Bowl to losing that to maybe not making a playoff game ever again. Honestly. Maybe not ever again, but for the rest of the rebuild. We are very lucky to make the playoffs, but I will admit we have changed the playbooks. We have went Green Bay offense, New York defense. I want to keep that 3-4, but look at this season. So this is where I changed the playbooks. 1-6. We proceed to win 6 straight, and then we lose 1, and then another 3. Why do playbooks mean that much in Sim? I genuinely don't get it. And the worst part is, I was hesitant of doing this because I felt like the team was playing really well. The stats were great every year with the Denver offense and defense, but for some reason we just weren't winning with it. We changed to this, and here we are. Here we are. I don't know what else to say. 3-4 defense, also just not it at all, especially for the sack numbers, but apparently win-loss, not it, unfortunately. But we're in the playoffs. It took a playbook change to do it, but we are in the playoffs. We have a chance to win it all. We'll have to see. Of course, award wins, we had not a single one. The Chiefs won pretty much everything. But on the road, taking on the Ravens. Here we are, taking on the Baltimore Ravens. We've had some success at least, right? At least we've made the playoffs. We've been winning games. Titans have been literally our kryptonite. I have no idea how, but here we are going to the end of the game. Already, instantly down 14-0 as the higher overall team. Immediately. Wasted no time being the underdogs, as usual. 14-17. Ravens make it a 10-point game again. I mean, I think we're doing a good job. I just think the sim is just not a fan of us. Down by 3. They give up an 11-yard play perfectly to Mark Andrews. And they get a touchdown. Was it a touchdown? Yeah, it was a touchdown. Driving down the field, 3rd and 4. No conversion. Obviously, you have to go for it. At least they also agree. A lot of times they're like, nah, we'll punt it. Don't worry about it. It's like, are you sure about that? Harvey in the flat. I usually look to the flat so often, I'm going to probably miss a read. Never mind. Sutton gets a really good block from Waddle, by the way. Not a bad game, just unfortunately losing by 10. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10. Oh, my God. Should have taken Green. Damn it! Moved over because I thought he was going to be covered. We can hit this field goal, but should we is the question. Looks pretty good to me. It's a perfect kick. That's easily in. 3 minutes, you need a touchdown. You got to get a stop to even have a chance at it. You definitely don't kick an onside kick. That'd be crazy if you do. 2nd and 7, 3rd and 2. I mean, this isn't it, but your odds of winning go up dramatically if you get the stop here, obviously. Come on, just run the ball. It will. It's a read option. Does that count? There's no way he fumbled, did he? I don't think he was down. This is crazy. Tell me he wasn't down. They're going to let me super sim, which means he wasn't down. He made the smart play. We screwed up, but we slowed him down. He reaches. He should be down, but somehow he's not. Nothing is touching. Look. Oh my God. Lamar has literally fumbled. I'm just kind of going through the motions, not even really like commentating. I'm just like, oh, let's get down the field. And I'm not even really paying attention. I'm just doing it. You know, we're just making it happen. We're in a bad spot here, though, because we can't score too quickly. And, well, we definitely aren't now. Clock is running, even without Chew clock on, by the way. Without Chew, we're still getting, like, clock burnt. Let's get a little bit closer. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? And I can't even say we fumbled, because look at the clock and the time, the situation. We're at, 3rd and goal. We just, going to take a chance. Doesn't get it. 4 seconds left. The choke is real. The choke is real. I mean, it's not really a choke, but we definitely left it too long. Come on. Green. There's no way. He's not going to reach it. Slow as McGee. We're headed to year 4. Not even sniffing the Super Bowl. That's tough. Dude, I can't believe how slow he was there. I got to see this back. I know it's the red zone, so it's like that's the reason why. Gets 10 yards on it. I thought from right here, I was like, this is a touchdown, no? This doesn't help that it was behind him. Oh. Yeah, taking that sack was it. That was the GG. Try to run because there was room, and it did not work out that way. We choked. We had it. We had it. Singleton, of course. Every time we don't go for Singleton, he becomes a god. Headed to year 4. And best part is the Ravens don't even make the Super Bowl. So they beat us, and they aren't even good enough to make it. As the Bills win a Super Bowl. How many times have they won in this one so far? No, they lost the first one. Okay, fair enough. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes trajectory for this one, let me tell you. Offensively, Sutton does retire, so now it's down to Waddle and Mims. Of course, Harbor could step in as the big guy if we wanted to. That'll save some money, though, obviously. And then defensively, Prince stays normal development trait. At least Zach Allen's still here. We need a new free safety. Before the retirements, there's the 3. $38 million negotiations. It's crazy that even without Sutton, we're still barely able to afford a guy like Quinn Miners. I mean, I'll do a 1-year 29. There you go. Obviously, we need a new free safety. We'll just get that in the draft, I suppose. We need a new kicker and punter as well. I don't really care. Those guys struggle, especially the kicker. Free agency, again, we don't really care because we have no money, but we will look anyways, just in case. Maybe there's some we really want. I would love to go for an edge rusher like Hines Allen, but again, can't afford it. Corner, can't afford it. All right, I mean, we're barely holding on at this point. Like, we're losing cornerstone pieces left and right, unfortunately, but at least we have backups in place, right? Mims as an 88 overall is not really much of a loss, and we'll probably put him on the training camp, even though it probably should be green. What about the defense? We have linebacker DT Durant still only an 80 overall, man. That's crazy. All right, pick 20 in the draft. Biggest needs would definitely be safety, for sure. We could use an edge rusher for the future. We could use an ET, I suppose. But yeah, it is definitely safety is our biggest need. It's got a couple guys, a lot of 1-2s. Do have a guy who's a little on the slower side, but he gives me those vibes. USC, couple of A's. Didn't scout him fully because I just don't think we'll have that pick. If we do end up having that pick, though, we might have a decision to make. Tell me he's gone. Okay, he went to the Packers. He's probably really good, but I'm glad that I don't have that choice, that chance to F it up, you know? But here at 20, what do we want to do? Any 1-2s? I didn't really scout edge because I was like, I don't really need it right now. We'll deal with that in the future if we need to. But we do kind of need to deal with that now. Diaz, pretty damn good, actually. You also have a couple of other guys. It would be really these two. Oh, no, that's a DT type. I'm going to go with Diaz. I think safety will be there in the second round. 24 true. Please be hidden. Of course. But now in the second round, all those safeties, like we said, are in fact there. A lot of 1-2s. It's just, who do you choose? Clearly Dawkins looks the best. His name is literally Dawkins. I have no choice. My hand has been forced. And of course, he's normal dev. I'm done. Now we have an A3 with a 2-3 grade. He's A finesse. If he's hidden, I think he's just going to start over Durant. Don't worry about it. Now we have a fast running back, Elijah Langford, 43 true talent. The one guy that's hidden is one of the rarer positions you get a hidden for, especially where we just took him. Of course it is. Last player, Hewitt, lineman, if he's normal. I was about to say, if he's normal, then you know we had a bad class. Take a look at the recap. Oh, my lord, we're broke. We might have to restructure just to field, backups. Either way, though, 75-75 for the two normal first and second rounders. Diaz, he's a good player. Definitely a good player. You can't argue that. Strong as hell and good power move, just unfortunately normal. And then same with Dawkins. I'm not going to look at the other guys because there was 4 other safeties. The odds all 5 were normal dev. I highly doubt it. Irons, great player too. Just unfortunately, normal development trade. Langford, again, even if he's like an X factor, it doesn't matter because Harvey's still the starter. And then Hewitt, he's lineman. All right, year number 4. Got the Packers O, Giants D. Could change that defense again, though. I really would like a 4-3 defense, but at the same time, I don't got a whole lot of linebackers, so I guess we're just going to rock this. 90 overall. We're higher than most teams, but equal to some as well. $170 million. Perkins, actually a pretty fair contract, so we'll do a 5-year 72. I can't believe I bumped it that much, and it's still not enough. Surtain, obviously we'll do a 1 year. Let's do a 2-year. Why not? Obviously, we're not going to get rid of him at 30 years old anyways. Benito is a lot of money, but not compared to what he should be paid, I suppose. It's about fair for us. Miners, we'll see. Hufanga, we could do a 1 year for, I think. Do need to look ahead a little bit, though, just in case. 1 year 13's fine. $82 million. Might actually be able to keep everyone for once. Brailsford, Zach Allen, Cooper, Durant. It's getting costly for sure. We'll wait on Zach Allen, actually, because A, he could retire, and B, he could be cheaper if he regresses a little bit. But, we can keep pretty much everybody. It's really just, when you have to pay Bo Nix again, that's when the team's going to be too broke. And Cooper, if we want to keep him, we're going to want to do it now because it's going to cost a lot again. He's not really been amazing for us, but his overall is hard to replicate. But it looks like we might be losing Quinn Miners. And by might be, all but guaranteed. And here we are on the road to start the playoffs, 11-6. But guess who we're taking on? The Tennessee Titans, who we are 0-2 in the postseason against. I swear, if we lose another time, if this rebuild ends because we lost to the Titans 3 times in the playoffs, I don't know how I'll react, to be honest with you, but blocking left tackle was rough. Pass rush, Benito wasn't great. Cooper was decent. Durant was actually pretty good. Surtain, 4 picks, great. Barron, 1. Kicking, not great. Punting, pretty good. Brought him back. No special teams touchdowns. Awards really haven't been on our radar as Penix wins MVP. And Wan'Dale Robinson with the Titans, dude. That Titan scheme must be goated because he's just winning everything. What overall is he? Before, I was like, oh, they don't have any weapons. Well, they created one, apparently. Let's take a look. Wan'Dale Robinson, yeah, he's an X Factor. He's a 96 overall X Factor because he's just the best receiver in the league somehow. That Titan scheme is crazy good. Hopefully just for one day, for one game, I ask, that it's not. And here we are in Nashville, Tennessee. Please, Denver. Oh, my. I feel like Tom Brady out here. Can't have it all end against them. Great start with 0 points. Good stop. Great start with 0 points again. Okay, 3-0. That is 4 drives now in their half with 0 points. Okay, we finally scored. It took us like 7 plays at the goal line. Our defense is being really elite right now, though, as I think we've just punted the ball. No, we haven't. 3-4. You extend this drive. You keep this drive going. You win the game. I really don't like stick all that much. I don't love this play either, though. It's a terrible throw. PI? No? And while not our best play call, I still just don't think he can punt the ball. Harbor, he's got speed. They're playing the inside on him, though. What a catch. Oh, my God. What a catch. What a catch. Clutch the hell up. Let's actually run the ball once ourselves. I guess it doesn't really matter. Probably going to call a timeout here, but does that help them calling a timeout here? Like, if you can waste a couple of seconds here, which I think that already wins the game pretty much, right? Just about. Yeah, calling a timeout there, does that actually help? Because now it's the 2. I don't know. I really don't know. Either way, see what the offense can do. 3rd and 4. They do get the conversion, and we've beaten the Tennessee Titans. Rebuild successful. Automatically. Holy crap. 14-11. That is a 5th of the points they scored against us last time. Huge. Bo Nix. I mean, better performance than Ward, I suppose, but still not a great one. Harvey. Huge game, actually. Pass rush. 2 for Cooper. 2 for Allen. 2 for Alexander. Benito and Perkins get one. A lot of sacks from us. Great pick. And we threw one to him last time. I can't even complain. We're headed to the divisional round, thankfully, beating the Tennessee Titans. Who is it against? It is the Patriots. We beat them before, but yes, this is a tough team. And here we are taking on the Patriots. It's a snowy game. I'm pretty sure that's what happened last time we played them, too. Bit of a snowy battle. These AFC can never get in the Dolphins franchise, but these AFC games, these playoff ones, next time we choose a team, we're definitely choosing an outdoor team that's got the potential for snow weather. That's all I'm saying. 7-0, 13-0 immediately. Okay, as the higher overall, mind you. 20-3. Every rebuild's the same. Huge touchdown. Halftime down by 10. Nice comeback, though. Down by 3. Still down by 3. Into the 4th quarter. 4th and 3. You got to go for this. It's the freaking playoffs. It could be week 1. I'm going for this. Just to be clear. Green. Great route. Big fella Green running all the way down to the 34-yard line. Bo Nix not playing perfectly, but he could be playing worse, so we'll just hope he doesn't throw any more picks. 3rd and 6, 4th and 6. You get the field goal because of us going for it. 3rd and 4, they convert with ease. And that is why you go for it, because look at this drive they just had. If they get a touchdown here, this would be for the win, hadn't we stepped in and gotten that first down. Game would be over. Can't get the swat, and that would have been the game-winning touchdown. So, yeah, good job. 4th and 3 punting, huh? That's the move. 7-point game, offense driving down, 3rd and 1, conversion, running the ball hard. Ooh, we gave him too much time. 3rd and 12, okay. Huge opportunity. We were kind of looking like we were going to set it up to tie the game up and go to OT. Instead, maybe we get a stop. Maybe we get a chance to score before overtime. Problem is, can we get pressure? Perkins on his own because he's too good not to. Over the middle. I can't believe he catches that. We'll call timeout because I imagine they punt this. I can't believe he caught that. He almost got the conversion, dude. That's crazy. I don't trust that crosser. I think the guy can drop back. What a hit. But I think the guy can drop back on that. It needs to be a perfect throw in the snow. And obviously with that drag was wide open for the first down. So we'll take what we can get. Free play. Green, it's overthrown. How do you overthrow a 6'7" guy, by the way? Just wondering, Bo. And that throw right there absolutely vindicates my decision to not throw that crosser. No pressure in the world on the throw. Misses it. Easier to hit as well. Back to the tight end. It's overthrown again, but Green catches it. It's a tough throw. What a catch by Waddle. Timeout them. Smart. Not sure what they're doing defensively. Green could be wide. He actually covered pretty well, but thankfully Harbor, all the speed in the world, he's just running away from everyone to the 8. Of course, now we can just try and clock the game and win it here, but What a play. Clock is running. Kick is up. Kick is good. We're headed to the championship round with no Titans in sight. Finally. Don't have to worry about the Titans going forward anymore. This is our chance. It's crazy to think that that's the team we're the most worried about, but we seen it. I mean, 2.5 losses. I'm going to count the win we had as a half loss. That's how close it was. Who is it going to be against? The Browns. Okay, this is weird because I have not faced the Browns in one of these situations before, I don't think. So I don't know what's going on with them, but they're good apparently. At least the weather's clear. At least I think that's a good thing as they start off with 7. We get 3. They get another 7. Okay, 10-14. Cleveland is only scoring touchdowns, by the way. Why is their offense so good? Please explain. As I think we just threw a pick. Did we? No, we didn't. Oh, I mean, it might as well be with how much we're going backwards. 3rd and 18. Huge opportunity to come into this one. I mean, I want to win the game, obviously. I want to win the Super Bowl, so we'll see what we can do. Harbor. Maybe a little early. Maybe a little early. I think you go for it. 4th and 2. I mean, you just had 3rd and 18, and you turned it into 4th and 2. I think you have no choice but to go for this, right? Got that drag, though. Green, please. Good throw and catch. Outrunning everybody, Okereke. Little old in his old age. A little slow in his old age, I should say. All right, we've fixed the team up. 3rd and 1. They don't get it. I get it. Oh, they're actually okay. Shout out to them. If that guy's actually blitzing, which they might have audibled out of, Harvey's wide. Green's more wide, though. Green has just been so clutch. As Green is going to score. What a block from Harvey. Trades Green. Not a huge fan of that 3rd and 12, basically. Falling short of the end zone, but big in this one. 4th down. We get the punt. Touchdown wins the game as we are going nothing but backwards. This is literally like what Cleveland could have if they just fielded halfway decent offense. As we're going to obviously be going to Harbor again. And he gets it again. He's going to be short again, though. Nope, he drops it. Oof, that's tough. Played a little riskier, and, the odd chance he breaks out of it. There you go. 4th and 4. 3rd and 2. Oh, my. I guess you have to punt it. My head said to go for that, and I decided not to, unfortunately. Ooh, clock is dwindling, but not enough. 4th and 4. You really going to tie this game up? Oh, man. This is one of my more bonkers go for it, I think, in my opinion. I mean, in theory, we should have somebody open. Waddle. But I say in theory, there's just not enough people over there. So clutched up on 4th and 4. Once again, Quinn Miner's ability is just so OP. Glad he's still here for now. And that is why I did not want to go for a field goal, because holy crap. They got on the field in like 2 plays. Who in Cleveland is doing that? That's all I want to know. Got no choice. As unbelievably, Waddle just burns him. I still just can't believe Cleveland gets down the field in literally 2 plays. Waddle kind of floated up to him. There's a big play. Waddle slowed it down a little bit to the 19-yard line. With the way these guys score in like 2.2 milliseconds, yeah, I think it's pretty valid to be looking more. Oh, we're panicking a little bit here. Can Bo outrun him? He can. He goes out of bounds, too. Yeah, I was going to say, pretty valid that we are spending more focus on just wasting the clock than actually scoring. Green went up. And here we are in 4th and 1 with a decision. All right, back to it. You got a guy blitzing there. Waddle wide open. Waddle is going in. Screw that. Screw that. We have converted so many 4th downs. I don't want to take any more chances. Denver defense, you got to do something here. It's going backwards. 8 seconds left. Defense finally wakes up. Just play prevent. They need a touchdown. Field goal does nothing. So even if they get the ball to the 30 on a crazy miracle, still got to throw to the end zone. As Shador just throws it out of bounds. Just about. 4th and 9 now. Come on. Come on. This is for the Super Bowl. I mean, to go to it. A little bit of pressure from Allen. And barring a penalty, which they don't get, Denver's headed to another Super Bowl. 42-38. Things are looking a little strugglesome in this one, especially every time we had to take on the Titans. What a game from Bo. Not a bad game from Shador either. Harvey, great, but, more of a brute force game than an actual efficient one. Judkins good, but didn't have that many carries. Waddle was amazing. Green was amazing. Sucks that Cortland Sutton wasn't here for this, but then again, we might not even win it anyways. All right, time to see who's in the Super Bowl. Don't be the Giants. The Seahawks. Well, pretty good fitting one, because we win this game, we can say, well, if it wasn't for the Bo Nix injury, this is what potentially would have happened in 2025. Of course, looking at the matchups, Seattle did not have the bye week, so they beat Green Bay by 8, which, I mean, that's a gimme. They beat Atlanta by 6, and then they beat Detroit, obviously, by 18. Let's take a look at our dev-ups, if we had any. Bo Nix, maybe? No. Waddle goes to X-Factor, though. In 93 overall, he has saved the team, for sure. I mean, without Cortland Sutton here and Waddle here, it would be Mims at 1. Harbor's not been bad, but 81 overall, not looking great. And then defensively, we have Hufanga, was he? I think he was already superstar, though, wasn't he? So yeah, no dev-ups at all on defense. Been struggling for the dev-ups. But we're in the Super Bowl now, and all you have to do is win one more, and who cares about the dev-ups? It's all over. We've succeeded. And here we are, of course. Not a huge fan of being the home-colored uniforms. Should have chose white. Have a better chance to win. That's how it works. I don't make the rules. I just follow the history. But at the end of the day, we have them beat by 6 overalls. It's our game to lose. It really is. And with a lot of our guys kind of on the older side, this could be the last chance. All right, Denver, just blow them out of the water. How about that? How about get a little revenge? How about that? Remember that Peyton Manning guy? Maybe he wants some revenge. 10-7, not bad. 13-9 with a safety. 13-12. Come on. Oh, huge touchdown. All right. I mean, points wins this game. 4th and 3. Okay, we're coming to the game. We literally would not have won last week if we didn't come into the game in these situations. So say what you will about the risk, say what you will about anything. We've got to do it. We have no choice. This team can't be trusted. And I don't like punts. There's literally no one on Waddle as that guy almost got a hand on it. Holy crap, that would have been a game-changing swat. Instead, we're, a first down away from winning it. And Bo Nix throws a pick. 4th and 4, they do punt it, which is weird. I don't know why you'd punt it. We're back in the same situation with less clock, so with that, no field goal needed. 20-12. They get revenge. They get revenge, and of course, they also show the world that, hey, if it wasn't for the Patriots, technically Bo Nix, maybe they would have been damn near a dynasty. Of course, names kind of rotated a little bit. Some guys came in and out of the roster, but for the most part, we actually kept everyone we could, right? Like the big losses were the 2 tackles who retired. Nothing we could do about that. Probably would have replaced McGlinchey anyways, but Bowles, if he was still around, assuming we could afford him, we would have kept him. But everyone else, though, like Harvey's the starter, Waddle's the starter, Mims is number 2, he's the starter, Nix. Defensively, it's still Allen, it's still Cooper, it's still Benito. Still the same corners, free safety we lost, but for the most part, it's 95% real life. Kept this team intact and won another year 4 Super Bowl. I don't know what it is. You know what? I do think it is just by year 4, we've had enough of EA's sim, and we're like, okay, we're going to put some better playbooks on. I will say, though, we kept the 3-4. Wow, Seattle missing 2 field goals is big, too. We did keep the 3-4 defense with the Giants. We changed the playbook, but still the Giants, same scheme as well. But I suppose the last thing to do is to take a look at the roster and see how they develop. Gooseby. Of course, we also drafted in the first round, especially for offensive linemen, the more we've ever done, more than we've ever done, especially for tackle specifically. Bonner, obviously a great pick as well. 89 overall, superstar. Fits more as a guard than a tackle because his finesse is low, but that's fine. Here's Brailsford, 87 overall. A lot of real-life names on this offensive line that we drafted. Of course, Miners is a superstar of their real-life making, and obviously you can also see that our backup, Sherman, if we can't afford Miners, is ready to go. Of course, we do have the wide receivers and other guys. Waddle, very fast. Savior. Saved the team, like we said. Here is Mr. Mims, 89 overall, also kind of a savior as well. Developed him in behind, and he stepped up when he was ready, when we needed him. I guess when we were ready more than anyone. Here's Harbor, who obviously deep threat, speed, made a couple plays for us. RJ Harvey, not 89 overall. The regression might be hitting, is it? No, I thought it was a 90 overall. I guess not. Of course, Trey'Dez Green, 86 overall. Had some big plays for us in the playoff games that we've had to actually come in for the plays for, but looks really good. And then, of course, the big man himself, Bo Nix. Please just stay healthy. How about that? Obviously looks really good. Everything's in the 90s. All the ratings you'd want to be high for a quarterback are high. Unfortunately, no throw power upgrade, but those are kind of rare. Defensively, Dawkins, super young, and, I mean, he has potential. Just didn't go up in dev, sadly, but man and zone are very good. Very good man and zone. Then we have Hufanga on the other side, 90 overall. Definitely not going to be as good in the man and zone, but good enough. Really good hit power. He's got some versatility to him. Then we look at Cooper, 88 overall. Training camp is everything. It really is. You keep boosting up through the training camp, and, I mean, until they're really, really old, they can stick around for a long time, so... The one thing I do like is that you can make older players good and stick around longer because of that. Of course, Benito, high overall, but his actual pass rush ability is a little bit lower than I would have thought, especially with that finesse, archetype. As far as Tyrone Prince goes, very good block shedding, coverage a little lackluster, but he was a guy that had to step in. He did an okay job, nothing spectacular. Whereas the contrary, Perkins, 95 overall. Look at this guy's coverage. We really need a safety, you can move him to safety, but I will not be doing that. Of course, got him in a really nice contract, too. Sertan, getting on the older side, but guess what? Still a very good overall. 99 man, 99 zone, 99 play rec, 99 press, 99 awareness. Yeah, quite a good, smart cornerback. Other side, Jade Barron. I can't imagine he's as good, but still 89 overall is not bad. Actually, man and zone are good. Press, not so much, though, unfortunately, because he's a zone type. Been getting man upgrades through zone, which usually your press upgrades are going to come from man-to-man or slot upgrades, which, of course, zone archetype aren't those things. Of course, Zach Allen, one of the best pass-rushing DTs in the league, even to this point. Definitely did a pretty good job for the most part. And then Durant, pretty good seasons throughout, just never got a dev up. Like, what is his sack totals? I mean, 9.5, 7.5, 3's bad, and then 8. Those are not bad for a DT2 and a 3-4. But, of course, that is going to be it for this Denver Broncos realistic style rebuild. Following the Jaylen Waddle trade, if you guys ended up enjoying this one, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification all if you like what you see, I suppose, if you want to see when the next upload is up. Home and Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel PK plays for non-Madden content. And let me know what team you'd like to see rebuilt next. Like I said, might be Steelers next. We'll see. And I'm not sure if that's anything tomorrow, but we'll see with that as well. Always be on the lookout for more content abound. Let me know what you guys think of the trade. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video,